Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be another video of me buying stuff on WhatNot. And if you guys remember the last one, it didn't go great last time. So I am hoping to go and redeem myself with all of these games. Last time was Pokemon cards. Now we bought something I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about, but we spent nearly $500 on all those games you just saw. And I'm here to find out if we made a really bad decision or not. So right here, you guys can see everything that we bought. A lot of these were giveaways. So free game number one. This one I don't actually have in hand. This actually ordered right after I received all of the other games. So we have 16, 12. All of these prices are in USD. So I've added everything up. And after I spent or bought the shipping label from Texas to me. So if you guys don't know how the WhatNot giveaways work, basically, all of these games are free, but you have to live in the States. And I don't. So I have my dad's address that I put in there, and he gets all of the giveaway items, but also the paid items as well. Because if I were to ship them directly to me, it would be 16 USD per item in shipping costs, which is just insane. And with a lot of these games, they were bought in the same stream, and after you hit a cap of $8 USD in shipping price, everything else is free. So a lot of these we got free shipping on, which is great, which is absolutely great. But that means I have to go and buy a label from him to me. So originally it wasn't going to be that much. I bought the label for $27, which I was super happy about to get all of these games in there. But for some reason, I don't know what I did wrong or what, but I got an email saying I owe brokerage fees, and I know it wasn't a scam. It was on the UPS app as well. So I paid $27 for the label, and I also paid $32 in brokerage fees. So that really sucks, and then that's definitely going to eat into the profit. But without further ado, this is all the numbers. We've added everything up. We get a grand total of $490.93 into this. This is Canadian. All these prices were USD, so I converted it into Canadian, added the shipping costs, adding everything. And let's go ahead and see if we can get our money back and obviously make some profit. Okay, we've already broke open the seal here, but we've just took a look at the very first game, and we won. This is a giveaway. This was like a golden Pokemon thing. No idea what I'm going to do with that. But then in here, one of the loose games, so the guy that I watch, he does, the giveaways are based on what he is selling. So like if it's a retro night, this was the game we won. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. This game is worth about $1. So this was kind of a waste of a giveaway, but there wasn't a lot of people entering the giveaway for that one. There was like 50 people or maybe 70 people. For a lot of these other giveaways, they're like Switch games, PS4 games. All of these are no, not all of them are sealed. The giveaways were sealed, but some of the games are used. And I'll try to do my best to remember which ones I paid for, which ones were giveaways. I'm also not going to be able to know exactly what I paid for them. For example, like in one stream, I ended up buying like 5 different items, and all it shows is the number, and there's no numbers on any of these games. This, I do not know a lot about. This is for the Super Famicom, and it ended up going for like $1. I don't remember the exact amount. It was so cheap, it was ridiculous. And this was one of the items where a lot of the sellers on WhatNot, they have it set up so once you pay $8 in shipping, everything else is free. So this was one of the items where it was free shipping already at this point, and I was like, you know what, it's like $1 or $2, let's go ahead and get it. But I really don't know what this is worth. Even price charting, nothing's coming up. So I really don't know what this is worth. I don't even know what I'm going to list this for. I might do like 20 bucks and just take the best offer. We'll see. We paid like next to nothing for this thing. So I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, let's grab out here another one. I know this was one of the giveaways that I won. The game is loose, but this was a free giveaway. 2-Point Hospital for the PS4. I mean, I can't complain. I know the game is not worth a whole lot, but a sealed PS4 game that we got for absolutely free, hey, I will take it. But look, hey, $20 this game sold for. A free giveaway just sold for 20 bucks. I mean, that's awesome. Okay, next up, I don't remember exactly which one or how much I paid for this, but I know I got a pretty good deal. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. This is a pretty cheap game that I've sold a few of, but it's complete in box. Disc is in good condition as well. I mean, it's not worth a ton, but I know I got it for pretty cheap. I mean, that's better than I would have thought. PS2 Complete in Box Manual Black Label, $20 just sold. So this is actually a pretty good deal. Even if I would have paid, you know, $5, even up to $10 for it, this is great. Okay, so next up, we have the Lego Movie video game for the PS4. This one's not worth a lot, but I mean, PS4 games sell pretty good for me. Again, I probably got this one for pretty cheap. So looking here, I mean, just literally 3 days ago, this sold for $14. So again, not bad at all. World War Z for the PS4. So a lot of these PS4 games I got from the same guy, and this was a cheaper one. I think some of these were even bundled in together, like that Lego one I may have bought with this one. But again, I don't think it's worth a ton. So it looks here, there's one that just sold, you know, 3 days ago for $10, $15, $10, $11. So around that $10 to $15 range. Okay, this one was a mistake. This was on JNS, his live stream. He has a lot of sealed games, and I was like, dude, a PS3 game sealed. I was already at the point of free shipping. I was like, I should get this. No one was bidding. I think I paid like $3 or $5 for this game. Unfortunately, it's not worth much more than that, even though it's a sealed PS3 game. There's not a lot to go off of. I mean, this was a pretty recent sold listing here for 17, and actually just the other day for 15, but not many sales within the last 3 months. So this might be a bit of a slower seller, but it looks like I should be able to make my money back at least. Okay, let's talk about a really good one. This is what started me buying these PS4 games. Like I said, these were from the same buyer or from the same seller. This one, he normally does retro stuff, so I kind of understand why no one was bidding on these ones, but Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark is a great game. It is complete in box. I mean, there isn't like a manual or anything, but there is a little pamphlet there. This is an amazing game for the PS4. Yeah, okay, so it's looking like it's like $60 on price charting, and if we look here, it sold literally yesterday for $60. This is just disc and case. But it looks like it is worth quite a bit of money, which is awesome. I don't remember exactly what I paid for this one, but it was pretty cheap because, like I said, a lot of his viewers only buy retro. So as soon as I saw the PS4 games come up, I knew I needed to start bidding. Here we have Family Feud for the Xbox One. This was a bit of a weird title. Again, brand new sealed Xbox One game. I think this is going to be worth it, but we're going to have to see what the sold listings go for. Brand new Family Feud literally sold today for $23.33, $23. This one was pre-owned for $12. So brand new sealed. I mean, we're looking at like a $20 game. Okay, this is a weird one. Arcade Spirits, brand new sealed for the PS4. I want to say this was a giveaway, but I actually can't remember. All of these auctions took place like over a month ago. The goal was basically to go and win as many giveaways as I possibly could. And I have to win all the giveaways and send them to United States address. So I sent them to my dad, and then he was going to ship them all to me. So some of these I won months ago, and it just so happened that I had enough of them that I was like, okay, I'll ship them to me. So I don't remember exactly where we got everything, but I think this is a decent one just because it's a more unique title. North American version, brand new sealed. It's showing as $22, but I really don't know. There's just like no sales to go off of. If we go and check just active listings, I mean, there's one for 25. 41 seems a little crazy. 25, 17. See, I'll probably go and list it for like $19.99, but it's definitely going to be a slower seller for sure. This one, I know I probably overpaid. It's going to be a bit of a slower seller. We got Match Point Legends Edition for the PlayStation 5. I just saw PS5 sealed, and I was like, okay, maybe it's worth a little bit. I know sports games typically aren't great, but because it didn't have like a year on it, I thought maybe it was going to be a little bit better. But this one is going to be a slow seller. I mean, okay, so here's one brand new, $25. February 4th, January back for 21. So again, probably another $20-ish game, but definitely going to be a slow seller. Okay, so let's do one of the open games here. You guys know this one, classic. New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. This is no disc. It is just the case and manual. I totally forgot about this one. Again, this was one where I already had free shipping. I think I paid $1, maybe $2 for it. It came really, really cheap because no one really wanted it. But I get loose discs all the time. So now if I can go ahead and find this and make it complete in box, I can make a lot of money on this. Okay, so we just looked at price charting. We have 2 loose copies in this binder here. We will go ahead and resurface the discs because they are a little scratched. But we have 1 and we have 2. So now we have a complete in-box copy of New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. Okay, let's go over one of the Switch games. This one I messed up on. This is Taxi Chaos for the Nintendo Switch. There's 2 different versions of this. There's a full game download, which is basically just a card inside here. There's no actual cartridge or game in here. It is literally just a digital code, and it comes with a case. That is unfortunately what this one is. I didn't realize until it was too late. If it would have been the game, it would have made a lot more money. I think this is worth about like half the value, which really sucks, but we overpaid a little bit for this one, but we should still be able to make money on the bundle in general. So right there, brand new, no game card included, 14, code in box 14, digital code 20. So they are still worth a little bit, but I know the one with the cartridge, look at this, brand new sealed 40. It is double the price, if not more. So would have been nice to go and get the one with the cartridge, but little mistake. Next up here, we have a sealed copy of Trials Fusion Gold Edition for the Nintendo Switch. I don't remember where it is. I know there is, we won quite a few giveaways, so this could have been one of them, but I don't remember actually bidding on this one. Right there. Okay, so $26, $28. Wow. Oh, this one comes with a sticker box, stuff like that, but $34. So it looks like we actually did get a pretty expensive game, and I do believe that this was a giveaway. Okay, now this Switch game I know for a fact was a giveaway because I was super surprised when it came in. I have no idea what this is. Balan Wonderworld PAL for the Nintendo Switch. Brand new sealed. Maybe a little bit. Again, it was free, so I'll take anything. So it is the PAL version. I mean, $18. I mean, this one sold for $8. I don't really know why. 21, but that's North American version. 8 for PAL, 15 for PAL, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, it's free money, but I mean, after all fees and stuff like that, we'll probably walk away with like $6 in our pocket. And I'm gonna go over this one. This one's a little bit interesting. It's not a game. It's actually not a video game. So these are collector's editions art books for the game Unicorn Verlord art book. Looking at the sold listings on these, it is absolutely insane. So we ended up paying $20 a book. After the shipping cost, yeah, it came to about $100 total. They go for about $50 on eBay, but they're just, again, slower sellers. I think it's going to be a little bit hard to find buyers for this, but these are collector's editions art books for this game. So if you look, it's Unicorn Overlord art book, $55 this one just sold for. If we look, 57, and these are fairly recent. I mean, that was February 17th. This was February 27th. But we do have 5 copies to go and sell. So 57, again, we should be able to go ahead and double our money on this. But even after fees, I mean, we paid $20 a book. So the profit is there. It's just going to be a slower seller for sure. Nice thing too, though, we can actually send this letter mail because it is under 2 centimeters thick. They are pretty small. So within Canada, shipping is going to be very, very cheap. I'm going to go with the one that I am most excited about. Not necessarily the most expensive, but here we have Dark Souls, the complete trilogy for PS4. This is a brand new sealed game. And this one I bought more so because I was interested in it. I may crack it open and play it. I haven't decided yet. But this was the first item that I bought that wasn't a giveaway, because originally my idea was to just go ahead and win a bunch of giveaways and then ship everything to me and profit on it. But I decided to go ahead and buy this to try to help offset the shipping costs, because I knew shipping from Texas to Canada was going to be decently expensive. It ended up costing me like $60 almost. So hopefully the profit from this can help pay for the shipping price. But yeah, we have the complete trilogy of Dark Souls, brand new sealed for the PlayStation 4. It is the PAL version, which is a little bit less expensive, but still should be pretty good. Oh my God. Look at how much the North American ones are selling for. I don't know why this one went for $500. Maybe that one's an outlier. $223. $424. Man, are the North American versions just so much more expensive. But The PAL version, the one that we got, still is selling for $51 here. It looks like $72 there. I mean, opened 82. Okay, well, 61 there. I mean, the prices seem to be kind of all over the place, but it looks like around that $65 mark is what they're worth. Okay, and the most expensive game we have here, Silent Hill Homecoming, brand new sealed North American copy for the Xbox 360. This one was a bit of a bidding war. I think the guy had 4 copies. He didn't say straight up at the beginning that he had 4 copies. So once the first one sold for insane money, he pulled out a second one, and then a little while later in the stream, after I had time to look on eBay, sold listings, and price charting to kind of see what it's actually worth, I waited until the very last copy that he had, and I bid it, and I won. Okay, this isn't worth as much as I thought. I thought it was a little bit more. Again, I bought this a really long time ago. This one sold for $62, $53, $50, so it looks like it's worth about the same as the Dark Souls trilogy that we bought, but still just such an awesome piece. And I think I'm going to list this one a little bit higher and try to get the most that I can for it. I know this is a super desirable series. Silent Hill is just, in general, very expensive. Some of the PlayStation 2 games are insanely expensive, so I would expect this to go up. But yeah, I'm going to go and list it for around probably that $70, $80 mark and just kind of sit on it. I know people that go and get them graded, they're worth so much more, but just in general, I mean, it looks like they're going for about that $60 mark. Like if we look at Silent Hill for the 360, I mean, this is even saying, you know, 50 Canadian there. The other ones are worth a lot more, Downpour being $140. Even the HD collection worth a little bit more, but I'm still really happy with everything that we bought today, and I cannot wait to go and get all of this stuff listed and try to recoup some of my money because I know we spent a ton on this stuff. So now over here on Flipwise, I have went ahead and made a purchase location so we can see all of the items that we have in here, and we have the total spend. Now, it is just hitting me how much we actually spent on these video games. We can go into here and we can see exactly how much we listed them for. Let me go ahead and just hide that so you guys can see here quickly. The list price is going to be all down here, but to go ahead and get our money back, we have an average cost of $22.31, which is absolutely insane because honestly it doesn't feel like there's too many games that are listed as more than that. Now the biggest expense being this, so we spent $111 on these art books, and I really think we are going to profit on this. There was lots of sales in the last 90 days. I think there was about 3 this month in February that sold for $57. So we have them listed for $54.99, and we have 5 of them. So this is going to be something that's going to take a little bit longer to sell, but overall, I definitely think we're going to be able to go ahead and double our money even after fees on this one. So this one I am a little bit more excited for, but we have lots that are going to take a while to sell. And if they do, we're still going to go ahead and lose money technically, right? So this match point we listed for $20. That was the tennis game. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, I went ahead and put it in a new case and then reprinted the artwork to give it the best chance of selling, of course. And then obviously for the new Super Mario Bros. Wii, this one, we already had the disc, but we went ahead and got this case with it. And then we have Taxi Chaos for $15. So it's going to take a lot to go ahead and get our money back. Do I think we can profit money? Yes, absolutely. Is it going to take a very long time? Absolutely. So if we just go ahead and add up the list price of everything, we come to $770. So not quite double what I typically like to do when I'm buying lots on Facebook Marketplace or on eBay, stuff like that. I like to at least double my money. Now with sealed games, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm more willing to go a little bit below that double mark, just because sealed games are going to move quicker than complete in box or just item in box or loose games, obviously. But with a list price of $770, we also have eBay fees, right? So we pay 13.25%. We are going to spend $102 alone on fees. So we are already down to $658 in, potential earnings or potential revenue. But you also have other expenses, like if I ever run a sale, you also have the fixed final value fee. You also have the fees on top of the shipping price. So for example, if one of these cheaper items sold, like Gran Turismo 3, and then the buyer's in the States and they pay $8 in shipping, Well, that 13% fees also gets charged on the $8 in shipping. So I'm going to be paying more fees than I just calculated here. We also have advertising. For most of these, I did only do 2% because they are a lot more, like for example, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, they sell really, really quickly. For the Super Famicom game, there was none listed. There was three listings and no sales in the last 90 days. So I really didn't feel like I had to, put a ton of advertising into that. And a lot of these are sealed games, which I just really don't think that there's enough competition to go and warrant a super high advertising percentage like I do with all my other games, especially the reprinted ones. This was one where I did 5%. Pretty much everything else was at 2%. And I may even go ahead and turn off advertising for, the expensive ones like Silent Hill, Dark Souls Trilogy, just because, like I said, there's not enough on there. And this is going to go to someone who is actively looking for it. So if they are searching Silent Hill Homecoming sealed for the 360, mine is going to be, one of the 5 results. And I don't necessarily need to go ahead and promote that and pay an advertising fee. But I only pay that 2% advertising fee if it sells through that advertisement. So I may leave it on, I may take it off. I'm not 100% sure yet. Well, I definitely think that there is some profit to be made here. I think I am going to go back to my original strategy of just entering all these giveaways. As soon as we get enough piled up there, I'll go ahead and buy a shipping label and send it to me. And then we will just have all these games at absolutely no cost. I think there was maybe 5 giveaways that we won. So if I just went ahead and did that for, if I get 10 or 15 games for free, pay the shipping to have them come to me, we should still be able to make a lot of money. I mean, some of the ones that were the giveaways are actually listed for a decent amount, right? I mean, I think we said that the Arcade Spirits might have been a giveaway, which was $23. I know for fact that this 2 Point Hospital we listed for $20. That was a giveaway. I believe that was actually the very first giveaway that we ever won. So I think if we just keep entering all these giveaways and get a bunch of free games, that is probably the best situation going forward, because if we were to go and sell this for $22, we would have already had half of our shipping costs back for, all 22 items. And the reason why the shipping was decently expensive, remember we paid $27 just for the shipping label, was because these books are extremely heavy. I mean, I think they were probably a couple pounds. I think he marked it as the 3 to 7 pound shipping policy. So yeah, I think we're definitely just going to go back to entering all these giveaways for free and just having no money in. I mean, we did make some good buys, right? This Transformers ended up being a really good one. I know I got this one for super, super cheap, but we also did a lot of bad buys like the Family Feud and then also Taxi Chaos, the Legend of Guardian. We did a lot of bad ones. And I think it's really hard to keep yourself, on track to, making sure that you're not making bad purchases like this. And it's really hard when the auctions are 2 seconds long and I see a sealed PS3 game go for, $10 or $5, but it's really not worth that much after you pay the shipping price to get it to Texas and then to get it from Texas to here. So I really got to keep that in my mind. And I also got to think about all the fees that I'm going to pay, right? Like, even if I can, or there is active list or sold listings for, $17, well, there's fixed final value fees. There's the 13% fees. Like, there's so many fees. There's so much shipping. It's just really, really difficult. Now, if I lived in the States, I think this would be a total different situation where I just have to pay $4 to get it to me. And once I hit my cap of $8 in shipping, everything else is free. I think that would be amazing, but that's just not where I am. We have eBay fees, we have shipping fees to Texas, and then we have shipping fees back to me in Canada. But I think, yeah, we're just going to keep entering all these giveaways and getting as many free games as we possibly can. Now, if you guys do want to follow along and see which games I sell, I do post pretty much daily on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. They're all the exact same videos, but we showed some packing up some comics. We had all the orders we packed up over the weekend. We had some reproduction work or artwork. We had all the cases we bought from XYAB. Kind of just post any sales that I get or what I'm kind of up to at the moment. So if you guys want to keep up to date with what has sold so far, because I'm going to be making a TikTok about it, be sure to go ahead and follow. The links for all of those are down below in the comments or in the description. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.